The impact of international trade really took a toll on the country. And because the Confederation Congress had no power to regulate interstate commerce either, it also made trade difficult within the country across state lines. So merchants who had businesses in other states found it very hard to be able to do their business because of the fact that since we couldn't regulate interstate commerce, trade laws could vary from state to state. And so the economic problems continue to grow in the country. Paper money that was printed during the Revolutionary War had very little value because states had no gold or silver to back that up. And states began to lower the value of money because they started to print their own bills. And now, with more bills in circulation, there really was no gold or silver to back up the amount of bills that were in circulation. So the value of money began to decrease, right? This is known as inflation. And so the economic condition within the country began to worsen as we began to see high prices for our goods, and then the value of money began to decrease even more. The loss of trade with Britain caused more goods to come into the country, right? We had more imports coming into the country because they were cheaper than our exports going out of it because it was way too expensive. And this caused a trade deficit. So the combination of the inflation and the trade deficit led to a nationwide depression in the country. And so we had this huge amount of unemployment and very little economic activity within the United States. And at this point in time, as the economic problems began to grow, the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation really began to become more evident, and people began to now outwardly start to protest the problems within the government. And more people began to realize that there needed to be a change in the governmental structure.